Let's get our practice started here today. If you would like to have a block or you have any other props, feel free to grab those, but you don't necessarily need them. So it's just about whatever feels right for you in your practice. And we're going to get started sitting on our mat. So let's begin all the way down to a seat. If you'd like to come to a comfortable cross-legged seat, you can. If it feels better for you to kneel, that's fine too. So whatever is best for you here today. And then when you do get yourself into a comfy place to sit, I invite you to close your eyes. So begin to drop yourself into this space and time for yourself, for your practice here today. Starting to invite yourself to be present and to bring mindful awareness into your day. Just remembering that mindfulness simply means to observe things without judgment in the present moment. So starting to drop not only your attention, but also your body, your breath, your emotions, everything that is you into this moment right now. It is said that the way that we are with ourselves on our yoga mat is a reflection of the way we are with ourselves in our lives as well. So with that mindful awareness, without judgment, just simply witnessing, can you take a moment to kind of reflect a little bit on the way that you are with yourself in your yoga practice? Do you feel like you get frustrated with yourself? Or feel that you have to push yourself? Maybe you don't even know how to answer this question. Maybe you're very compassionate and kind to yourself, or you just don't even know how you are with yourself on your mat, and that's okay too. Let's see if we can, in our practice today, be mindfully aware of how we treat ourselves through the thoughts that we have, through the words that we say to ourselves, through how we push ourselves or how we ease out. Through this practice today, allowing ourselves to move through this Vinyasa flow practice with more of this awareness. And let's see if we can bring in balance. This balance between strength and ease. Just as much as we want strength in a Vinyasa flow practice, especially when we are faced with challenges, we also want just as much ease. So if our body is being challenged, can we be easeful and calm and kind to ourselves and our minds? And if we find that sometimes we are sitting still and we're very easeful in the body, can we keep a strength and an alertness through the space of our mind? I know for myself, for my own mental health and also, of course, physical health, movement is very important for me. And so just by allowing myself to move and flow, it helps me to move not only through a physically challenging Vinyasa flow practice, but also the challenges I face in my life. So as you move through this practice today, see if you can move with that space of balance. Know that in order to get through a challenge, you have to actually go through it. You can't sidestep it, can't go around it. You have to go through it. So see how you are with yourself on your yoga mat here today and how you navigate going through challenges. It might be being very kind to yourself as you try. Or maybe navigating a challenge is recognizing when you need to ease out, when you need to come back to down dog or a child's pose and take a break. And just be here with yourself, with how you are with yourself today. Let's take a deep breath all the way in. And a long exhale all the way out. If you'd like to switch the crossing of your legs, if your legs are crossed, go ahead and do so. And we're going to start with Kapalabhati breath, this skull shining breath, and the emphasis is on the exhale. It builds a little bit of heat in the body, helps to wake us up as well. It's kind of like you're trying to blow your nose in a tissue, and you emphasize on that exhale. Your inhale will naturally happen, and you're snapping the belly back as you do so. If this is new to you, no problem, just try it out, and if you have this practice already, we'll go ahead and get started. Gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath all the way in through your nose, and slowly out through your nose. And then inhale about 2/3 of the way, and begin. Continue like this. Go at your own pace. You can go as fast or as slow as you'd like. If at any time you become lightheaded, make sure that you ease out and come back to a natural breath or slow the pace down. Let's do a few more like this. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a full deep breath all the way in. Slowly out the nose. Hold your breath out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And return to a natural breath. Start to cultivate Ujjayi breath if you don't already have it in your practice, breathing in and out through your nose. Listen for the exhale out the back of your throat. On your next inhale, circle sweep your arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, pull your hands to heart center, Anjali Mudra. 2 more like this. Inhale, sweep the arms out wide, up to the sky. Exhale, pull your hands to heart center. Last time, inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, pull your hands to your heart. Pause here, gently bow your head, and take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. That intention might be allowing yourself to be mindful as you move through challenge. It might be recognizing when you need a little bit of a break and inviting more sukha or ease into your practice. And see if you can find that balance as you move. Bring your mindful awareness with you. Pay attention to the present moment and just witness how you are with yourself. Take one more inhale as you sit. With your exhale, release your hands, gently blink your eyes open, and let's make our way into all fours. Come into tabletop pose. Bring your shoulders over your wrists, hips above your knees with your knees hip-width apart. You can always pad up the knees by doubling up your yoga mat at any time if you feel like you'd like a little extra padding here. With your fingertips spread wide, gently start to circle over your wrists. And just notice what you feel here in your wrists today. Nice, gentle circling motion. And then start to circle the other way. Again, just notice what you feel. Just starting to warm up the wrists a little bit here. Give it a nice little gentle release. Pay attention. And come back into center. Start to point your fingers out to the sides of your mat. And then gently start to rock from side to side. Again, warming up the hands, warming up our wrists here. Just paying attention to the things you feel. It doesn't have to be a big sway, it might be very subtle. And then take your time, come back into center. Bring your fingertips, pointing them forward once again. We're gonna do these little hand push-ups. So keep your fingers down into the earth and just lift your palms up. And then lower them back down. Fingers down, lift the palms up, lower your palms back down. Lift up and down. A couple more like this. This might be a little bit challenging. I know it is for myself. I feel a lot of sensation while I'm here. So just notice, this is a really good one for those of us who are on keyboards a lot or on our phones a lot. One more time, lift the heels of your hands up and then lower them back down. Tuck your toes, crawl yourself back, sit on your heels, a nice toe squat here. Bring your hands together. Bring the bottoms of your wrists together, and we're going to start to make lotus circles with the hands. So keep the wrists connected as you circle your hands in one direction, fingers out wide. So the wrists stay connected the whole time, big circles. And then start to circle the other way. Maybe this is a nice little distraction from what you are starting to feel in your feet and your toes. Come back into center. And then a couple of times, open and close your hands really fast, bringing the circulation back to your hands, your fingers, your wrists. Give them a little wiggle, little jazz hands, whatever feels good. And then let's make our way back into tabletop pose. Come into all fours. With your shoulders over your wrists, we're going to start to circle the rib cage, kind of like a cement truck. And starting to move the rib cage in one direction. Your head and neck might start to get involved as well. Just notice the things that you feel here. And start to circle the other way. Circumduction for the spine. A nice gentle release. Doesn't matter what it looks like, just feel into it. Come back to the intention that you've set for yourself and be mindfully aware. Be here for yourself with everything you feel. Be kind to yourself and the things you're thinking. And come back into center. With your shoulders over your wrists, take a full inhale here. As you exhale, look over to the left and swing your hips to the left. Look over toward your hips. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Side bends, inhale, center. Exhale, right. Come back into center. Shoulders over your wrists, a nice gentle cat-cow. Inhale, lift your heart, belly scoops down, tailbone to the sky. Exhale, round through your spine, chin to your chest, tuck the tail under. Two more like this. Inhale, gently lift. Exhale, round through your back. One more time. Inhale, lift up. And exhale to round. Come back to a neutral tabletop pose. Tuck your toes. Let's lift up and back and find our first downward facing dog. Take your time to get there. I like a little bit of movement in my down dog, so if that feels good for you, you can pedal out your legs. Take your dog for a nice little walk here. Always good practice, taking your dog for a walk. And again, just notice what you feel here. When it feels right for you to come into your neutral downward facing dog, start to release your heels down toward the earth. You can always keep a soft bend in your knees. Start to press your chest toward your thighs. It's okay if your heels don't touch the ground today or ever. Keep pressing evenly through your hands. Press down through your thumb and your first finger on the insides of your hands. On your next inhale, gently round forward, come to plank pose. Pause here in plank. If you'd like to lower your knees, you can. We're going to lower halfway down chaturanga for a push-up and then press ourselves back up. Inhale, shift forward, and now chaturanga, lower all the way down to your belly. Relax the tops of your feet, crawl your fingertips back, lining up with the center of your chest. Gentle low cobra, lift your heart, inhale. Exhale, lower down. Two more like this, warming up the spine. Loop the shoulders back, lift your heart up. Exhale, release. One more time, inhale, lift up, press the tops of your feet down, relax your glutes. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes, strengthen your legs. You can either come up through the knees or a strong plank pose. Inhale, back to downward facing dog as you exhale. Now this time, come forward to plank once again, inhale. As you exhale, chaturanga, lower either halfway down if you'd like to take up dog or all the way down for cobra. Roll over the toes if you're going to take upward facing dog. You might be in cobra. And then those in up dog, maybe you come back to a push-up and then press up and back to down dog. Woo! Remember, maybe leaves room for maybe not. And again, we're just moving through challenges with grace. And if that means moving through the challenge by skipping that part of the challenge, that's okay too. Let's crawl our feet a little bit closer to our face. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Maybe your heels might start to touch the ground now. Keep your left hand down into your mat. Reach your right arm over to your left leg. It might be high up on your thigh, maybe down to your calf or your ankle. Look underneath your left shoulder. Add an extra second onto your inhales and an extra second onto your exhales. Another deep breath in. And exhale, lower your right hand back down. Other side, left hand to your right leg, might be up high, maybe it's down low. There's no right or wrong. How are you with yourself? And where does judgment come in? Where do we start to feel like we're supposed to be somewhere else? And can we let all of that go and just be here with whatever is today? Appreciating that, knowing that we're moving through the challenges the way that our body needs. Take one more inhale. Exhale, lower the left hand back down. Crawl the feet back into your neutral downward facing dog. Rise up onto your tiptoes. Take a deep breath in. Look forward. Bend your knees. Step or hop your feet in between your hands. Forward fold. Hands to your shins. Lift halfway up. Flat back as you inhale. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Inhale, circle your arms. Reach up to the sky. Exhale, pull your hands to heart center. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. Put a little smile on your face. Inhale, sweep your arms all the way up. Interlace your hands, index fingers up to the sky, steeple mudra. As you exhale, take a nice little side bend to the right. Point your fingers over to the right. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, nice little side bend to the left. Inhale, back to center, separate your hands. Exhale, swan dive forward, release down to a forward fold. Lift halfway up, hands to your shins, shift forward a little bit, turn on the core. Exhale, release down, bend your knees, step back into plank pose. Shift forward as you inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or upward facing dog, inhale. Maybe you add that extra push-up if you feel like you need it. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg lifts up toward the sky, take a deep breath in. Right knee to right shoulder as you exhale, pull it forward. Inhale, back to three-legged down dog. Exhale, look forward, knee to chest, and then step your right foot lightly in between your hands. Feet hip-width apart, rise up onto your fingertips. Then let's slowly lift up into crescent pose, arms reach to the sky. As you roll your pinkies in toward each other, relax through your shoulders. Pull your navel into your spine, knitting your top ribs together. You can always keep a bend in the back knee if that feels good. Front knee is lined up right on top of your front ankle. Take another inhale, lift a little bit higher. With your exhale, wrap your arms around your thigh. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Relax your head down toward the ground. Good, inhale, lift your arms all the way back up to the sky. Exhale, bend your elbows, cactus your arms, open up through your heart space. Inhale, arms lift all the way up. Exhale, twist to the right. Right arm behind you, left arm out in front of you. You don't have to be fully twisted wherever your body lands. Inhale, lift your arms back to the sky. And as you exhale, let's find Vinyasa. Hands come down, step your right foot back. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Maybe you take that extra push-up after upward facing dog and make your way to down dog. Listen to your body today. I'm doing the same thing. Inhale, lift your left leg up toward the sky. Left knee to left shoulder as you exhale, nice and strong. Inhale, lift it all the way back up. Exhale, knee to chest, look forward, step your left foot in between your hands. Feet hip width apart, rise up onto your fingertips, reach the crown of your head forward, pull your navel in, and then slowly let's rise all the way up, crescent pose. Arms lift to the sky. Again, give yourself a nice little softening through the shoulders, a little bit of a wiggle, release, pull your navel in. Bend through your front knee deeply. And kind of take a scan through the body and just notice the places where you need to shift or maybe refine the pose a little bit. What feels best for you? Come back to cultivating your Ujjayi breath. Balance through your breath, balance through your mind. Lift up a little higher, take an inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms wide. Give yourself a nice big hug here. Inhale, lift your arms back to the sky. Exhale, bend your elbows, cactus the arms, gentle back bend. Inhale, arms rise. Twist to the left arm behind you, right arm forward, nice gentle twist. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, move through your vinyasa, hands down. Step your left foot back. Lower slowly. Some of us might lower down through the knees. Your gentle back bend. And make your way to downward facing dog again. You have that push up after up dog if you really want to take that today. Take a couple of breaths here in downward facing dog. And we're going to take what we just did and turn it into a nice little flow. A nice little stroll, 1 breath per movement, 2 times through. Rise up onto your toes, take an inhale, look forward. Bend your knees, step or hop in between your hands, forward fold. Lift halfway up, inhale. Fold back down with your exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms nice and high. Exhale, pull your hands to heart center. Inhale, arms lift. Index fingers to the sky. Exhale, nice side bend to the right. Inhale, rise back up. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, center, separate your hands. Exhale, swan dive forward, release down to the earth. Halfway up, flat back as you inhale. Hands down, step or hop back, chaturanga, elbows squeeze the ribs on the way down. Cobra or upward facing dog, inhale. Maybe an extra push-up as you make your way into downward facing dog. Right leg lifts up, take an inhale. Right knee to right shoulder as you exhale. Inhale, 3-legged down dog, lift up. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale, rise, crescent pose. Exhale, sweep underneath the right leg, give yourself a hug. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale, bend the elbows, open your chest and heart. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, wide arm twist to the right. Inhale, lift the arms high. Exhale through vinyasa, nice and strong. Cobra or up dog, inhale. Maybe a push up to downward facing dog. Left leg rises, take a deep breath in. Left knee, left shoulder as you exhale. 3-legged down dog, inhale. Exhale, step your foot forward. Inhale, crescent pose, arms lift. Exhale, sweep the arms under, give your thigh a hug. Inhale, reach up high. Cactus the arms as you exhale. Inhale, arms lift. Gentle twist as you exhale. Inhale, arms rise back up. Vinyasa as you exhale. So move through your vinyasa nice and strong. You might add that extra challenge if you want the push-up. Downward facing dog, take a couple of breaths here. Just notice what your body needs, maybe a couple of sighs out. One more round like this, yogis. Press down through your hands, rise up onto your toes, take an inhale. Bend your knees, step or hop in between your hands, forward fold. Lift halfway up, inhale. Fold back down with your exhale. Inhale, sweep your arms nice and high. Hands to heart center. Maybe you're starting to feel the heat a little bit. Inhale, reach your arms up, interlace the fingers, index fingers up. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale to the sky. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale, up, separate your hands. Exhale, forward fold, release down. Halfway lift, inhale. Take your vinyasa, whatever that means to you. Maybe it's going straight back to down dog. Maybe it's adding that extra push-up. Right leg lifts high, take an inhale. Right knee to right shoulder, exhale. Lift it back, up, deep breath in. Step your foot forward, exhale. Lift up, crescent pose, inhale. Give yourself a big hug, dive down, exhale. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, arms lift up. Wide arm twist to the right, exhale. Arms lift, deep breath in. Your vinyasa, exhale. A nice warm up here for the body today. Last time like this from down dog, left leg rises, inhale. Left knee, left shoulder, exhale. Inhale, three-legged down dog. Exhale, step your foot forward. Crescent pose, take an inhale, rise up. Exhale, big giant hug for yourself. Inhale, lift to the sky. Bend your elbows, open your heart, exhale. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, big twist. Inhale, arms to the sky. And a vinyasa as you exhale. Downward facing dog. We're going to pause here in down dog for just a few breaths. If you'd like to take child's pose, know that that's there for you. If you're in child's pose, you can stay there for a bit. And if you're in down dog and feel like you want a little more challenge, crawl your feet a little closer to your face again. Widen your feet as wide as the mat. Notice how you are with yourself. Are you taking the challenge because you feel like you have to or because you really want to? Press down through your left hand. Take your right hand over to your left leg. Now you might stay here. Maybe you start to rise up onto your right toes. Maybe you press down evenly through your left foot and hand and start to lift the right leg up toward the sky. It's okay if you have to tap your hand down for a little bit of support. If your right leg is lifted, slowly bring it back down to the mat. Right hand comes back down. Woo, that'll get the sweat flowing. And keep your right hand down. Take your left hand to your right leg. Pause here, and you might stay in the twist. Press evenly through your right hand and your left, or your right hand and your right foot. Maybe you start to rise up onto your left toes. Maybe you'd like to start to lift your left foot up off of the mat, finding an extreme balance here. Take a few more moments. If your left leg is lifted, slowly bring it back down. Left hand comes to the mat. Let's come back into our neutral downward facing dog. If you're in child's pose, meet us back in down dog. Take a deep breath in. Open the mouth side out. Woo. Rise up onto your tiptoes, inhale. Bend your knees, step or hop in between your hands, exhale. Lift halfway up, inhale. Fold back down as you exhale. Start to bend your knees deeply. Lift your heels up, come up onto your toes. Open your knees, and you can either take a toe squat by reaching forward and relaxing through the legs, or if you'd like a little more challenge, moving for the challenge today, let's take a crow pose today. Making a shelf for yourself with your triceps. Some people like to squeeze the outer arms. If that feels better for you, you can do that. Even just getting one foot off of the ground is a big deal. So be nice to yourself, be gentle. Take another inhale. Exhale, lower your feet or crawl your hands back if you're in the toe squat. Bring your feet back together. Slowly start to come into a forward fold. Lift halfway up, flat back. Fold back down. Arms lift to the sky, deep breath in. Exhale, pull your hands to heart center. Wiggle out the shoulders, a nice gentle release. Press down through your right foot, down into the mat. And find a little bit of evenness here. And as you sink down into a chair, reach your arms to the sky and bring your left knee into your chest. Nice, so one-legged chair here. Notice a little bit of wobbling. What is it that you feel? Deep breath all the way in. As you exhale, sweep your arms to your sides and slowly make your way into a warrior three. Reach through your fingertips, either forward or behind you, maybe out to the sides, airplane arms. And with our breath, take an inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee deeply. Inhale, straighten your right leg. Exhale, bend the right knee. Smile as you do it one more time. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Keep the knee bent. Step your left toes to the back of the mat. Find crescent pose. Reach your arms up high. Now you might stay in crescent with your feet if this feels better on your hips. If it feels okay for you, spin your back heel flat for warrior one. Feet are at least hip width apart. Reach up through your fingertips, take an inhale. Exhale, interlace your hands behind your back. If you'd like to grab opposite elbows instead, you can. And if you're interlacing your hands, maybe find the steeple mudra, Kali mudra behind you, index fingers pointing down. Lift up through your heart space, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, let's find humble warrior. You might rest your chest on your right thigh, keep squeezing your right hip in toward the center line. Maybe your right shoulder's on the inside of the thigh. Take a couple of breaths. Notice what you're saying to yourself. Is it kind to you? Is it kind to the yoga teacher? Is it kind to your day? Just notice. Allow yourself to move through your challenge with your breath, compassion in your mind, and a strong body. Press evenly through your feet into the earth. Pull your navel in. Let's rise back up. Find warrior one. Reach your arms to the sky. Open up to warrior two. Heel toe your right foot in. Open your arms nice and wide. Relax through your shoulders. Flip your front palm up. Reverse warrior. Take a deep breath all the way in here. Exhale, your hands cartwheel down to the ground. Plant through your hands. You're in a low runner's lunge. Reach your right leg up to the sky for three-legged down dog. Take an inhale. Exhale, right knee to right shoulder. You might stay here. Maybe you come back to three-legged down dog. Maybe you bend the elbows and take the arm balance here today. Just depending on what you need. Woo! Inhale, three-legged down dog, leg lifts. Exhale, bring your foot down and make a choice for yourself. Either stay in down dog or move through vinyasa if that's what you need. You might even modify your vinyasa, and that's okay too. Take an inhale through your nose, out the mouth. Movement doesn't just come in our physical body, but moving through challenges often comes with utilizing our breath as well. So take a full inhale through your nose. Imagine you're gathering anything you no longer need. Open your mouth and let it all go. Press evenly through your hands. Rise up onto your toes. Take a deep breath in. Bend your knees, step or hop in between your hands, forward fold. Halfway up, flat back inhale. Fold down as you exhale. Bend your knees. Rise up onto your toes, lift your heels up. And again, either a toe squat, crawling your hands forward, relaxing here, or one more opportunity for crow. We're almost there, yogis. Almost done with this practice. Nice and strong. And the challenge might not be to be in the hardest pose. The challenge might be to ease out. It might be very challenging for us to release the physical strength challenges and just allow ourselves to find ease and rest. Take another inhale. Lower your toes, or if you're in a toe squat, bring your hands closer to you. Maybe roll out the wrist for just a moment. Feet together. Slowly start to make your way into a forward fold. Straightening the legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold back down as you exhale. Arms sweep to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. This is it for our standing poses. Keep your left foot rooted down into the earth. Find a little bit of roots growing into the earth from that space. And then as you start to bring your right knee into your chest, bend your left knee like you're sinking into a chair, but a one-legged chair pose here. Arms to the sky. Breath is strong. Maybe sink down and back just a little bit more. Remember your intention. Take another inhale. Exhale, arms down to your sides. Slowly sweep back into your warrior three. You can use blocks if you'd like, or a stack of books. Keep your right hip in line with your left hip as much as possible. Arms however you'd like them. Take an inhale like this. Bend your left knee deeply as you exhale. Inhale, straighten your left leg. Exhale, bend the knee. One more time, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the knee. Step your right toes to the back of the mat. Crescent pose, arms lift high. Feet hip width apart. You can either stay here with your legs or spin your back heel flat. Warrior one. Seal through the pinky toe side of your foot. Reach your arms up high. Deep breath in like this. Exhale, hands interlace behind your back. See if you can take the awkward interlace of your hands this time, the way that your hands feel a little bit funkier. And then again, Kali mudra, steeple mudra, index fingers pointed down. Lift your heart up, take an inhale. Humble warrior as you exhale. You can rest your chest on your left thigh. Squeeze your left hip in toward the center line. Relax your head. Maybe your left shoulder comes to the inside of the left leg. Whatever you need today. Maybe this is too much on the arms. You can always bend the elbows and hold on to opposite forearms. Take a few moments here. Squeeze the inner thighs in together. Imagine you're dragging your left heel back and your right heel forward, your right foot forward, like you're trying to scrunch up the mat. Lift up through your pelvic floor. Keep your core engaged. Be mindful of how you feel in this moment toward yourself. Pull your navel in and slowly start to lift yourself back up. Warrior one. Woo. Arms lift up to the sky. Take an inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Heel toe your left foot over to the right. Open your arms nice and wide. Wiggle out the shoulders. Reach through your fingertips. Flip your left palm up. Reach forward for a moment. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, cartwheel down into a low runner's lunge. Back heel lifts up. Pause for a moment. Get your groundedness through your hands. As you press through your hands, lift up into three-legged down dog. Left leg lifts to the sky. Take an inhale like this. Exhale, left knee to left shoulder. You might stay here. Maybe you come back to three-legged down dog. Maybe you bend the elbows and take the arm balance. Ekapada Kundanyasana. Keep breathing if you do. Ooh, back to three-legged down dog. Left leg lifts up. And then as you exhale, set your foot down and either stay in down dog or move through your last vinyasa. Take an inhale through your nose and down dog. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Come forward to plank as you inhale. And with your exhale, lower all the way down to your belly, maybe through the knees. And we'll take a Sphinx pose here at the end of our practice. Crawl your arms forward. Elbows right underneath your shoulders. Press your feet down. Pull your navel in and lift your heart up. A nice gentle back bend. Wiggle out any tension you might have in your jaw. Release any tension behind your eyes. Soften through your face. Breathe deep. And then just notice how you are with yourself. What kind of judgments are arising? What kind of things are you thinking? Just be with everything that is in this moment, in this time. So you take a couple more breaths here in the Sphinx pose. One more full inhale. As you exhale, slowly start to lower yourself back down to your belly and pause here once you get to your belly. Your head could be turned to either side, or you can rest on your chin. Take your feet up toward the sky. You can open the knees a little wider if you'd like, and rock your feet from side to side. Nice gentle release for that gentle back bend. Bring your feet back down to the earth. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. And let's press back into a child's pose. So a nice counter stretch for our Sphinx pose. Let yourself round forward. Forehead might touch the earth. Maybe it rests on a block or a pillow. And if you would like, after all of those arm balances and chaturanga push-ups, maybe bring your hands down along your sides behind you. You might hold on to your feet. Maybe even round forward just a little bit more. Slow your breath. Relax your face. Breathe in deep. And allow all the challenges that you moved through to move through you. To be released into the past. And allow yourself to be here in the present with everything that is in this moment. Take another full inhale. And then exhale. If your arms are behind you, bring them out in front of you. Plant through your palms. Lift yourself all the way up to tabletop pose. Crawl yourself forward. And let's make our way onto our back. Lower all the way down to your back, and once you get there, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice little rock side to side. Notice what your back feels like. Give yourself a little gentle massage. Maybe even roll the knees in one direction so you can feel it in the outer hips as well. And roll the knees the other direction. Bring your knees back into center. Place your feet down on the mat, hip width apart, knees are bent. Bring your right knee to your chest, point your toes up to the sky. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh as you open your right knee to the right. Now take yourself off of autopilot. A lot of times we're like, oh, we're going straight into reclining figure four, reclining pigeon. Let's stay as we are with our legs. We'll take a deep breath like this. And then as you exhale, slowly start to bring your right foot down to the left. You might scoot your left foot closer to your glutes and place your right foot on a block or the floor for a nice gentle twist here. If this is too much on your knee, you can place your right foot on top of your left foot and both knees can go down to the left. Arms out to the sides, take your gaze down to the right. Gently close your eyes and breathe. Slow your breath down. Keeping the balance between strength and ease as we start to invite more ease into the body. Can you keep your mind alert? Can you keep your mind present? Can you keep the strength of your breath moving in and out of your body? And start to allow your physical body to release all challenges and tensions, knowing that you are moving through it. Take another inhale into this twist. As you exhale, lift your head back up, both legs come back up, heel toe the left foot toward the left. Uncross your right ankle, place your foot down on the earth. Other leg, start by bringing your left knee into your chest, point your toes up to the sky, set yourself up for success. And then cross your ankle over your right thigh as you open your left knee, nice and slowly. Keep your toes pointed up to the sky. Maybe you heel to the right foot to the left a little bit. You might even shift to the left with your hips. Take your left foot down toward the right, placing your foot on a block or the floor. Move your right foot as much as you want or need so you can find a comfortable place to be. Maybe your head rests down to the left, arms out, close your eyes, slow your breath. Start to signal to every aspect of your being, your mind, your body, your emotions, your breath, your spirit. It's time to slow down in your practice. After all of that strength, maybe a little bit of sweat, it's time for more ease to balance that out. And to notice how we are with ourselves on our mat without judgment. More moments in this twist. Take another deep breath in. Exhale out. Start to lift your head back up to center. Bring your legs back up into that gentle figure four. Uncross your left ankle, place your foot on the ground. And hug both knees into your chest. Lift your forehead up to your knees if that feels good. Give yourself a nice big hug, big squeeze here. Take one final inhale into your physical practice. And open your mouth, sigh it out. Shavasana, release all the way down. Relax your arms, your legs. And give yourself this minute to release the challenges of your practice. Invite your muscles to soften. Return your breath to natural breath if you're still in Ujjayi breath, and be here in the most important pose of your practice, Shavasana. If you have a little bit of extra time to lay here in Shavasana for a longer time, I invite you to do so. If you are ready to move back into the space of your day, slowly start to take a nice gentle stretch, reaching your arms overhead and reaching out from your fingertips down to your toes. Full inhale, long exhale. With your eyes still closed, take your time to roll over to one side of your body. And using the strength of your hands and with ease, gently press yourself up to a seat, bringing our practice full circle into the place where we started, in a gentle seat. And as we close our practice together, I invite you to bring your hands together at heart center and gently bow your head. Come into this gesture of offering and offer yourself this practice of moving through challenge, this practice of observing and being mindful of how you are toward yourself. And without getting frustrated with how you are toward yourself, if you notice that you nitpick a little bit, or you're hard on yourself, or maybe your mind wanders off to another place or time, can you start to just allow yourself to witness and observe? Notice how you are with yourself on your mat and be aware of that. Start to change things so you're more compassionate and kind to yourself, bringing a little bit more of that sukha to the sthira, a little more ease to the strength. And then as you do that, see if you can take that with you off of your mat into the rest of your life. Bring a little bit more of that compassion and kindness and love to yourself as you move through all of the activities in your day. I want to thank you so much for practicing with me today. The goodness and the light within me sees and honors the goodness and light within you. Namaste.